I'm not sure. Could you hear me? I'm not sure what's going on. It's a beeping noise. Yeah, I can still hear it. I'm gonna try to make a StreamYard really quick and then send you the link and we'll go from there. I'm gonna do that real quick. Hold on.
All right, let's see here. Okay, I might have to use my mic. I don't know. Can you guys hear me now? I think my laptop was messing up. Okay, you guys, are we good? Audio is solid. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, guys, I really apologize for all of that. I'm not sure what was going on. I'm going to let Jeremy know. Give me 1 second here. The audio is back. Okay, so hopefully we can get Jeremy back on here. Guys, I really apologize for that. I'm not sure what was going on, and I don't even know why we can hear you and the beeping stopped. Okay, sick. Okay, so I'm not sure what that was about. I really do apologize, and I don't know why my internet connection is not the best either. So I just have to bear with it, I guess. Hopefully we can get Jeremy in here. I just texted him. So Anyways, guys, apologize for that. Comment down below, guys. What are you wearing? What you're rocking today? Let me know what your scent of the day is. All right. Hopefully we can get him real quick. I'm gonna call Jeremy real quick. All right. There we go. Okay, he's coming home. All right, let's see here. So I can't hear you, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, guys, in the comments, can anyone hear him? Do people hear him?
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey,
yo, yo.
there we go.
All right. I apologize, everyone. I don't know what that was. That was
Bro.
tricky.
That was crazy. I apologize to everyone. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I'm sorry for my camera. For some reason, my internet is saying I have weak connection, so I don't know.
Hey, brother, we're in here. Let's go ahead and just have ourselves a good time.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
To try to stop.
Hey, man, the devil trying to conspire on us, man. That's what it is.
Hey, man, but hey, victory is his, says the Lord. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Hey, amen, amen. Okay, sorry. I got to text George the new link here. Let me get here. Okay. Get this.
City Rhythm Tempo Miami's layered.
Ooh, that sounds lovely, actually.
He's out here breaking necks for sure.
Okay, we had. Sorry, texting George real quick.
No biggie.
Okay, so hopefully George will come in here in a second. Okay, so City Rhythm Tempo with Miami Layered. That sounds fantastic. So, and then we got, let's see, do an iconic Greenwich Village. Okay, I haven't messed with that. Yes, sir. So I haven't messed with that one, but I've smelled Greenwich Village from Bond, and so that one's sick, dude. Love that one. Love that one. Cool. And then, all right, guys. So we should be good. George should be coming in here in a second, hopefully. And then if not, I have an idea to get him here. So bear with me, guys. We're kind of buttoning stuff up here. I'm going to see if I can get the thing sent over to George real quick. All right, so that should be there. All right, man. So hey, here we go. The one and only Mr. George Zaharoff. How are we doing, sir?
I'm doing very well. Hi there, and hello to your friend.
Awesome.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. What is your name?
My name is Jeremy. I run the channel House of Colossus.
Okay, hi Jeremy. I know House of Colossus. Okay, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Jeremy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, George, for taking some time out of your day to do this. I apologize if my camera's acting all weird. We had some weird technical difficulties, and now it's saying that my connection's weak and everything. So I apologize.
Okay.
But awesome, man. So as per usual, I gotta ask you what you're wearing today, George.
I'm wearing the citrine today.
A citrine. Okay, there you go. Love that one. We'll get into that. We'll get into that here in a second. And Jeremy, I know you already said that you're actually not wearing something because you're gonna spray some skin, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Awesome. Well, super excited to get into this. So let's go ahead and start here. Is there a particular one you want to start with first, or
I kind of have them all in order from how he released them. So I got Signature first, then I have Noir, then I have Royale, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think we just kind of go down the line and go from there.
Okay.
Am I present for this entire house review? Am I here this whole time?
No, you don't have to be. I just thought it'd be kind of cool if you had any questions or anything like that about the fragrances. Just
like if there's something he doesn't like, I didn't want to. It's kind of hard for
oh.
me to say that.
Gotcha. I gotcha. No, that should be fine. I didn't think about that. So, but no, it's just kind of one of those things that
if there's something that you don't like, Jeremy, that's okay.
Oh no, I know that. I know you. One thing I can say that I really enjoy about you, you want us to be transparent when it comes to that. That's one thing I can appreciate for you, with you, and all the people that you work with in the frag community. So, I don't see that being the case, but obviously, I'm not into like leathers and all those guys, but I still want to be able to experience it because yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, and thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I guess I probably should have thought of that beforehand, but I just was kind of thinking, hey, this would be a cool way to do this. So, awesome. Well, it looks like Clark, he wore Coco Loco yesterday with the fire emoji, and I gotta say, it is fire. So that I didn't get to send that one to you, Jeremy. I hadn't gotten it yet, so we'll have to do another little sample swap or something. But
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Clark. And did you get your Coco Loco? Tyler, you did, right?
Oh yeah.
I saw both. All right, good.
Yep. I got a review coming up shortly, so I haven't done it yet, but I've wore it the past 3 days in a row. If that tells you anything, so
good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So I guess he wants to start with the original, the signature Pour Homme. So I'm really excited to see this, man. See what your thoughts are. I got him little samples here. So, yeah, man. Any questions you have for George or anything like that before you spray?
No, man. I'm just. He's a very busy man, so let's go ahead and get to it.
Let's go, man.
All the time here, okay? So I don't want anyone to feel rushed or anything. I'm here. I'm present. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, cool, man. Well, I'll go ahead and get mine ready. Man.
I'm already smelling off the atomizer down, man.
Awesome, man. Here we go. First impressions, man. It's going to be good. As long as the atomizers work. Okay, there we go.
No, what is it when it's a court and the lawyer is trying to push an agenda to the person on the stand? They go leading the witness. No leading the witness.
Yeah. no leading the witness. No leading the witness. Okay.
The OG, the one that started it all.
This is
nice. Awesome.
Gentlemanly.
Mm-hmm.
Dark, woody. Not sure if is there lavender in here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I like this a lot. It's kind of got like a boss feel to it, which I can enjoy because I don't have that much in my collection to have like a boss type of feel. But yeah, I'm definitely getting lavender, woody, dark. This is nice. I like this.
Awesome.
The fragrance for this one is like because I had a men's fragrance in the late 1990s, early 2000s. So I wanted something that would bow to the past, but also look to the future. So I kind of call it like a retro futuristic fragrance. And so this fragrance is for a chairman. It's for exactly like you said. The signature is for a chairman. The Noir is for the CEO, and the Royale is for just an underling. But so that's how those three fragrances together were built.
I can see the kind of like the old school type of vibe in here. Kind of like how the old school barbershop fragrances like with like Carnation and all those guys. Like it kind of gives me a little bit of that vibe too. I can see that. I like this though. I like this. Kind of middle age. This is really nice. I like this.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. Now, one of the things that really like stood out to me, even on my initial review of it, there's a fruit note in there that I think kind of is tucked away, and people some people get it, some people don't. I didn't know. Do you smell any kind of like a sweetness from a fruit or any kind of? I don't want to say citrus because it's definitely not a citrus, but it's got a sweet kind of almost juicy attribute to it.
No, I'm not picking up too much fruit right now. I'm just picking up more so lavender and woods.
Okay,
That's what I get a lot of. It kind of has more so like I don't know if violet or anything is in there, but it kind of has more so kind of like a old school petrol-y type of vibe, at least coming off of my skin.
okay,
But I don't.
okay.
There is an underlying sweetness I can get, but I don't get anything like fruity.
I don't.
Okay.
It's very classy.
I don't pick it up either when I wear it, but some people are able to pull it out, and so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the note I was talking about was the pear note in there. On my first initial review, for some reason, I don't know if it's skin chemistry or what it is. I mean, each person's skin chemistry is different. So off my skin, I get this almost, I don't want to say juicy as in like super like tropical or anything like that, but there is this underlying sweetness that I associate with pear, and I just so happen to be right because I looked up the notes. So
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, hold on, because I'm starting to poke out a little bit more now.
Okay, awesome. And then we got Fragrance Hunter in the house. What's going on, man? Glad you're here, buddy.
Now it's starting to get a little bit more like fresh. Like
there's
a fresh stuff starting to come out now. A little bit of a more aromatic quality.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, this is to start.
It's good stuff, man.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
It is good stuff. Yeah, and some of the underlying sweetness, it could be like some of the vanilla in there as well. There's some sandalwood in there, and sometimes that can kind of give it just this, touch of sweetness with a kind of a creamy undertone, and then you get like the frankincense and myrrh, and there's some oud in there, and it's just this hodgepodge of just class and sophistication, and
man, it's balanced so well, though, man. It's balanced so well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice.
Yep.
Fragrant Life, hello.
Kelly,
I could add that the first time I saw your beard and your hair, I was equally mesmerized. So that feeling is mutual. So I just had to add that.
Yes, Callie does have the hair and beard on lock. He is quite the gentleman. So he's a good peeps. He's a good peeps. We got Keith in here. Keith has a pretty majestic beard as well. So I think Keith can grow. I think he's able to grow a beard within like 4 hours or something like that. It's crazy. Okay, what's going on, guys? When are the samples available for the new release, George?
So I'm hoping next week.
Next week, okay.
Yeah, I don't have them in yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
So tomorrow, sometime this week, it'll pop. I've been trying to play catch up with. I didn't realize like I was without words. Like I don't know. I'm just very grateful. Like we ran out of shipping boxes, and we just had a new ship come in last month, and I was like, oh my god! And so I'm just trying to play catch up. So I'm sending out orders with the Z Creator boxes.
Okay.
But anyway, yes, the samples are coming.
No, that's good. And I know there was unfortunately some weird stuff with caps and all that, and trying to figure all that stuff out. Like, just do it.
So
Gotcha.
People can now pick the caps that they want, and I happy everywhere. So.
Absolutely. George is too good to us. So, I remember that, Keith. You had to. So Keith actually shaved it all off. He had no beard for a little bit, and almost didn't recognize him. Callie's beard's getting super short now. Man, everyone's chopping their beards off.
Summertime, man.
It is summertime. I wish I could cut my hair off, man. It is super hot. All right, man. So I guess if we're going next in order, it would be either Royale or Noir. They both kind of came out in the same launch.
I'm going with Noir.
Noir.
That's
okay. All right, let's do it.
Noir is Noir and Royale. I'm debating whether or not. So we're expanding into the European market, and I am in the back of my head maybe like maybe getting rid of some of the different fragrances just so it's not so much inventory. So I think Noir. I'm debating between Noir and Royale, but Noir is the like I said, the CEO fragrance, and it's herbaceous notes from Signature I took out, so there's no lavender, and so anyway, yeah.
I got you. So you're thinking about just cutting one of those out,
or both. I love them both. It's just I need to. I can't have. So the small bottles will be made in the U.S. The large sizes are going to be made in France, and so I'm just trying to figure out if I only, I do maybe the 5.
Gotcha.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I gotcha. Well, we're not to Royale yet, but once we get there, I'll express my opinion on that. So,
Jeremy, how you feeling?
So Noir definitely has some resemblance. Noir has some resemblance of the OG, but definitely has more of a. It's darker. Definitely more like a herbaceous or vegetal, I would say. But this is definitely darker. It's more mysterious than the original. It doesn't have as well. Obviously, it's still in the opening, but the aromatic quality of the original, I think with Noir, it's going to stay dark. At least that's kind of like what I'm getting to my nose.
Right. And a lot of the collection is built off of either the Noir and the Royale, the other, if you want to call them flankers. Because if I used the Signature as a flanker, I would take out the lavender because it didn't mix well with the other ones that I'm doing. And so it's basically Noir or Royale. That's in Royal X, that's in Rosé, that's in even Coco Loco. Like it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
It is, yeah. Now with Noir, I don't know if you're picking up on this. Like I know whenever it first launched, you were talking about you wanted, the Noir to be more of like almost like a blue style, if you would, of like the blue style fragrance of Zaharoff, of making it more. They're all easy, like mass appealing, more not that it's not easy to wear, but out of that signature line at the time, that was going to be more of like the mass appealing one. Is that still the case on that, George?
So the blue fragrance, there is one scheduled to come. So maybe at that time, Noir is my go-to, Kelly. Like I love Noir. I could mix and match it with anything. You could take anything in the collection, even the Signature, and spray Noir first, and then on top of whatever else. And so, anyway, yes. So,
what's going on, Duck, man? How you doing, buddy? Looks like he was wearing Coco Loco today as well. Awesome choice. And yeah, Noir. I actually like to mix Noir with citrine. They pair very, very well together. It's a beautiful combination.
I never did that. I should try.
I definitely recommend it. Noir pairs well with that, and then also Rosé, which we'll get into Rosé here shortly too. But those two pair. Yeah, see, Jeremy's got the gears turning. So all of them have the signature base, so they pair pretty well. So awesome. So on that one, man, what do you find that one easier? More how I want to word it, not more mass appealing, but do you pair more with the Noir or the Signature so far?
Right now, I pair more with Noir. I feel like I can wear Noir on more occasions. I do believe Noir does have a mass appealing quality to it.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like Noir is for, like you said, a CEO or a young boss, like somebody who's just stepping into that type of realm. So I could say I pair more with Noir because I like to think of myself as a young boss as well.
Right, and you could wear it so you could also I also wanted it so you could wear it to a young guy or anybody, for that matter. Was at a club or a bar, and when it's noisy, you go into whisper or you're talking to their ear and they're smelling you. I wanted this fragrance to say, take me home.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted it to be a sexy fragrance.
Definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely good. You know, it's funny, you know, my wife is, you know, pretty picky when it comes to fragrances, and, you know, for the most part, there's, you know, some stuff that she just would, you know, rather me not wear around her. But Noir for her is one of those ones that whenever I do wear it, she's like, okay, I can like that one. I can appreciate that one. So she's just not into those style fragrances. She likes more like just the fresh citruses and, you know, like YSL, you know, Y, stuff like that. So whenever I do wear, yeah, so
anything
but
that's
definitely
complex, my girl doesn't like it either. She just likes fresh, clean, mass appealing. That's clean. Clean is clean. But, that's all I care about.
But what's crazy with, you know, the House of Zaharoff, and I've said this time and time again, is there is this sophistication to it and artistry to it, but also I do find them easy to wear. You know, it's not like anything super challenging. It's not anything that's going to be like, oh man, like, what is that? It's like, oh no, that does smell fresh. That does smell clean. You smell well presented. And so it kind of, in my opinion, is a great gateway into that niche realm of things, to where, yeah, you're not going to smell like, you know, Aqua de Jo, but you're also going to still smell clean and fresh and presentable, while, you know, expanding your, you know, your horizon or your, you know, olfactory experience too. So, and that's one of the things that, the more you wear, you know, at least from my experience, the more you wear the fragrances from Zaharoff, the more of an experience you get from it. And so that's one of the things. Yeah.
Tyler, for you, for Noir, do you, because right now that it's kind of drying into my skin, do you get more of like a soapy quality with Noir as well?
I do a little bit, yeah. Nothing super crazy, nothing like, you know, like Irish Spring or anything like that. But there is this cleanliness to it that I definitely can attribute to that. So
yeah, it's coming off more of my skin now.
It could be. I mean, it's funny because like there is no lavender in it, but it almost can kind of come off in a lavendery, clean, you know, kind of way. So
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I thought it was. But it's definitely more, it's a soapy quality that's coming off like a soapy woody quality that I really, really enjoy. That it's still a little dark, which I like. So yeah, but this is definitely more my speed than Signature. Signature is dope though, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that more for like my dad or something, then I'm gonna be the Noir guy.
Right. There you go. Awesome. Well, you want to move on to Royale?
Yeah, Royale is what I have next.
Okay, cool. And are you going just all directly skin like a savage and just spraying your whole body?
It wouldn't be right if I
didn't. That's awesome.
So Royale is the Weekend. It's a cashmere sweater. That's kind of what that Royale is. And the fragrance that you're spraying on now was supposed to be Santal. It was supposed to be a sandalwood flavor, so to speak, but at the last moment, I made it into the Royale of today.
And this is also part of the reason why I wanted George to be here, just to like explain like the you know, the background behind it, the inspiration, the stories, and everything like that. And so, you know, apart from maybe it being a little giving first impressions nerve-wracking with the creator of the fragrances, I didn't really think about that, but it's also nice to hear, you know, the inspiration and background from it. So what you got, bro?
With Royale, I'm more of a sweeter fragrance lover.
Yeah. You liking that one a lot?
Definitely a little bit fruity. I can pick up some of that, like is it sandalwood in here, vanilla or something?
Yes, yeah, the sandalwood and vanilla, but sandalwood.
This is cozy, it's warm, a little fruity, sandalwood, vanilla. This is my speed right here.
You like that one a lot?
This is my speed right here. And then I like the sweeter fastest. I don't know why sweeter fragrances do better on my skin for some reason. I don't know why. But
yeah.
this is it.
Now with you said it's a little bit more fresh, and you get something off the top. There's a fruit note in there that it literally screams off of my skin, and I'm curious to see if you get that as well. Do you get any kind of, not like citrus as in like orange or lemon, but do you get any kind of a citrusy, fruity attribute to it?
Could it be something like? Could it be something like apple?
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Boom. Yes, sir.
Nice, yo.
Man,
this if I had to rank just for these three, I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go Royale Noir Signature.
Yep. Well, it's funny that that's your favorite out of these so far too, because out of the whole entire house, and I've told George this over the phone even, that for some reason Royale, it's one of my favorites from the line. It's in my top 3 of the whole house. Absolutely.
Yeah, you told me that.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, George, you can't just X-nay that one. You gotta keep that one alive.
I have to pray on it. All really good fragrances, the whole collection, and it's hard to say, okay, let's take this one or do this one, or they're all beautiful. I think after Royale we did Rosé.
You did.
No, Tobacco.
I think it was Rosé and then Tobacco, and then.
Okay, so what's that order? That way I can put them in order that way. So Rosé, we'll go next for Rosé.
I think X was before Tobacco.
So X came out in, I believe X came out in November of 2021, right?
Okay, so let's do Rosé. We'll do Rosé. So Rosé, the inspiration from that is I come from an Orthodox background, and there's a monastery in northern Greece called Mount Athos, Athos, and the monks make a rose incense by taking Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine. And so I wanted to have a rose anthenite fragrance, and that's what Rosé is. They did it perfectly.
Awesome. Now this one, bro, I mean, I'm not gonna give too much away, but I'm very excited to see your first impressions on this one.
Here we go. I'm gonna go on this arm.
The Rosé is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my top sellers too.
As well, I won't give too much away just yet, but
whoa. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And it's gonna dry down to a very, like, the first rush is gonna be this sparkling, like a rosé champagne, a sparkling wine, and then it dries down to this beautiful.
Does this have ginger in it?
It has a little bit of ginger, yes.
There is like this. I definitely pick up rose, obviously, right off the bat, but there's kind of like this sparkly, gingery type of vibe, kind of like what you were saying, like a champagne accord.
Right.
This has some sweetness to it as well.
It does. Yeah. There is, I believe, sugar cane in there, right, George?
Some sugar, yes.
Sugar, yeah.
Thank you, Duck 2. Duck is a lot of my fragrances. Thank you. I appreciate the support, Duck 2. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he says Rosé is a Banger Frederick Mall. Portrait of a Lady was my number one until Rosé. You know, I mean, not talking bad about another fragrance or anything like that, but Portrait of a Lady, I can understand like the just what it is for a fragrance and you know how well put together it is and everything. But it was more that jammy kind of old lady style of rose. But with Rosé, I even explained this to George. There's almost like a fresh, juicy kind of quality to it. Like I know juicy is maybe kind of a weird way to say it, but there is something that's like deep and rich about it, while at the same time being almost fresh to it. I don't know if you get that at all.
I've never smelled it.
No, I mean, sorry, rosé is what I meant.
Oh,
Like,
rose.
like
I thought you were
yeah.
talking about Portrait of a Lady.
No. Portrait of a Lady has like that kind of old, jammy, kind of old lady style of rose to it. Rosé to me has more of like this fresh, sweet, kind of sparkly kind of attributes to it. Just like kind of George was saying.
Yeah, like when you first initially spray it, I do pick up the rose heavy rose, but it's beautiful. I do pick up like this gingery pop that kind of gives it like a champagne accord, and you can get a tint of the sweetness as well. So everything that you're picking up, I'm picking up. This is elegant. This is formal. This ain't gonna be for everybody. So if you're in a rose lover, I don't see no. But this is really really nice, and I'm getting into rose. Like I like the Oud Satin Mood and all of those guys, which has Turkish and Bulgarian rose as well. But this on another level.
It is, and rose was one of those fragrances that I was a little nervous about, just because you're going into a rose fragrance, and so it's like, how masculine, air quotation masculine, can a rose fragrance be? But this one somehow it leans right in the middle to where it's not masculine, it's not really feminine. It could literally be war for how do they say it now? It's a shared fragrance. Guy or girl easily could wear it, and it opened the door for so many.
I'm not gonna get this to my girl.
Yeah, it's out.
I can see that for sure. But this is really really nice, man.
Yeah,
this is really really nice, man.
What I like to wear rosé in is more of like that fall kind of weather, and then spring weather. It does good in the summer as well, and it does good in winter. But that fall, there's something about it that it's still kind of decently warm outside, but you're getting that cool kind of breeze. And then same with spring, there's something with that just that cool kind of breezes that it just, the scent trail, everything about it, it to me is a masterpiece. Just as Dave was saying, it really is. And the more you wear it, the more you find more stuff to it, and it's just, man, it unravels, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's, man, you hit the nail on top of the head. This is a beautiful rose fragrance, man. Beautiful rose fragrance. Obviously, we both live in the Midwest, so I live here in Illinois, in Zion.
Where are you?
We get a lot of wind here, so I live right off Lake Michigan. So this definitely gonna get some burn.
Jeremy,
this is really really nice, man. This is good job, dude. Great job, George.
Thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm in the Southwest Burbs. I'm in Chicago too.
What?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago. Oh, we should meet one day.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down for it, man. I've been living in Illinois my whole life. I grew up on the west side of Chicago. And I currently live in the north suburbs.
That's awesome. Good. Fellow Chicagoan. And then I think beginning after Signature, Noir, and Royale, I started coming out of my shell more. I started coming into my own, and Rosé was the first step. And then I started working. I did the first Z creators. There were 6 Z creators, and 3 of them left. But one of them had, actually 2 of them opened me up to tobacco fragrances, and so that's where tobacco was birthed from, and the whole concept of the packaging of having a cigar band around the bottle, which is a cigar band company makes the wraps on that bottle. It's very expensive, but I think they did a good job at it. And they're not durable, but they were built for it to fade over use. The tobacco wraps, and so tobacco came into being, was birthed from.
Yeah, and I wish, Jeremy, you had the bottle just to see. I mean, the camera really doesn't do it justice, but that wrap he's talking about, it is absolutely gorgeous, and just everything about it is first class. Like George, I mean, he only does first class, stuff with his fragrances, and this is no exception. And then that golden brown juice color, man, it is,
which is natural. That's the natural color. There's no colorings in that. in that
Mhm.
too. Other tobaccos don't have
I
that.
believe the bottles are beautiful regardless.
Yeah.
Even from the first one, like I remember, I'm not sure, I can't remember which reviewer who was talking about it first, but no, actually, Equality. I think it was Equality Fragrances who I was watching,
EQ.
and I fell in love with the bottles before I even knew what the scent was. So he always,
Mhm.
yeah, he's doing his thing. Let's just put it like
Mhm. Yeah, Dave says try tobacco on a humid summer day. Challenge accepted. I will do that. I will do that. I'll be choking people out,
that.
man.
Tobacco fragrance in the heat.
Yeah,
Okay?
on a humid day. Well, here in southern Missouri, I'm like literally 35, 40 minutes from the Arkansas border, and so I'm way down south in Missouri. And dude, it literally gets so humid sometimes. I'll have thought it rained overnight because the cars are just covered with like water, and I was like, man, did it rain last night? And I was like, oh no, that's just the humidity. So
Dew, yeah, it's the dew. I have the.
I'll let you keep that.
it's
I
terrible.
have I'm gonna grab some potato chips or something. So while he's trying, did you spray tobacco yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm going to right now.
I'll be right back.
Cool. Awesome, man. And hey, too, I wanted to apologize to you. I apologize to George. I didn't think about this like just I was just excited. It might be a little nerve wracking smelling these fragrances with the the creator of the fragrance. So I apologize on that. But
one thing I can say about George, I mean, he loves our transparency. As I've seen that from him being in on your live channel when he was on Average Joe's channel.
Yep.
He wants that feedback because he wants to know what he can do better. So
yeah, I mean, absolutely.
You know, we're getting into the nitty gritty with tobacco and all those guys because I'm not a big tobacco lover, but I know he wants my transparency, and that's all that matters.
Yep. Awesome. So let's see. I did a layering combo with tobacco and leather tobacco.
It's good as long as Jeremy knows that he could be honest. We're good. Don't give it a second thought. It's all good. We're all here and kind of fun, so we're good.
Yep, it's all about fun. So, what kind of? So, George, you're a potato chip kind of guy, huh?
I'm a what?
A potato chip kind of guy. You like potato chips a lot?
No, I just
Stacy.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I think when I get on camera, I get nervous, so I have the fan. But then I'm like, I have the munchies, and so.
No, the only reason I asked that is whenever you were doing, I think it was the Z Creators 2.0, you went into the store and Ross was looking for a cheap fragrance, and you wound up picking like a bag of potato chips. And
I love potato. Yes,
I do too. Well, that's what's funny. I do too. So it's funny. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Give me 1 second. But my brother and sister-in-law, they live in Japan, and so these are kind of like Japanese candy chips almost. And so they're really good, but they got different flavors. This is soy sauce flavor, which sounds terrible, but it's absolutely amazing. And then they have like cheeseburger and like pizza and all kinds of weird different flavors, but it's almost like a long tubed chip. So it's kind of crazy, and I'm addicted to them.
Japanese like infusing their chips with all sorts of different all sorts of different stuff.
They do. I love it. I love Japanese candy. We have a couple of Oriental stores where I'm at here in Springfield, and there's a couple of different Asian markets and stuff, and we'll get all kinds of cool little Japanese candies. There's one. It's like a super condensed like Jello, almost is like the best way to describe it, but it's got this peach flavor to it, and it's phenomenal. It's super weird texture. It's almost like a hard Jello, so it sounds disgusting, but it's another one of those good kind of weird candies. So, anyways, well, are you ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready for tobacco.
Let's do it.
Drum roll.
Cool. Yes, and just as a disclaimer too, this is my second bottle, so you can tell that even with this dent in it, it's got some use, man. Got some use.
Too. That's awesome.
That face looks good.
I told you I'm a lover of sweeter fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a sweet pipe tobacco type of vibe?
Yep. It's got that blonde. It's got blonde tobacco and honey with vanilla.
Talk about shooting up to the front. was nervous about this because I'm not a tobacco guy, but this,
Yeah. No, this to me, and I'm not saying this because George is on camera. I've said this to I don't know how many people. This is quite literally my favorite tobacco fragrance ever. It is phenomenal in every way, every way.
Claude hit this out of the park, and besides Rosé and Noir and Royale and the signature, it's like I wanted a best in class. So if you guys for a tobacco, it's in the Zaharoff collection. If you guys wanted a rose, it's in the Zaharoff collection. And so this tobacco was so exceptional that I like pinch myself when even when Rosé, like when we sold out of the first batch of Rosé, I was like there was a fear in me that like, is this it? Am I going to be able to, it's just it for me on this side. It's really, I'm really, it's a little overwhelming for me, but anyway, the tobacco is beautiful. And I wanted a luxury tobacco. I wanted this to be a luxury tobacco experience, or something warm. And that's what this was, it came out pretty beautiful.
It did. It's so good, and like what's cool about it, because like even Dave, like I think he was joking a little bit, but with like the humid summer day, there is like a lightness to this, to where I feel like you could wear it on a summer's night or something like that.
I can see that. It does have an aromatic quality to it, man.
It does.
I don't know. I get like, I don't know why, but like it kind of makes me think of smelling it. If this makes any sense, kind of makes me think of the color blonde.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there's blonde tobacco in it, so I should have had the notes in front of me. I've got like my almost like Zaharoff shrine on the wall over there with the posters and all the cards that he sent. I got them kind of stapled to my wall, but they got all the notes on there. I should have pulled one off, but I believe it's
something that kind of gives me like I get like vanilla. I get the sweet pipe tobacco. It reminds me of the color blonde, but I'm also picking up some like freshness quality, like almost minty type of vibe.
Interesting.
The mint that you're smelling, that's interesting.
Let me see. I'll be right back.
Like
not like
I know what you mean. I know there's
minty is probably like the best, like it's a freshness to it.
Yeah. There's like a mentholy, like a licorice, like a absinthe type
there we go.
There is some of that. There's a little bit of licorice in the fragrance.
It comes off minty. I like that too.
Yep.
That's why I said you can probably get away with this on a summer day with a breeze. You can get away with this because it does have a aromatic quality to it. When I think of the color blonde, I think of it being thick but also aromatic.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
This is nice though. This is
another
hit.
What you could be picking up,
because this is a sweet fragrance. I do well with sweet fragrance. I was nervous about this because I thought tobacco usually is like a heavy note, but you nailed this.
It was light.
Absolutely. Well, so what you're picking up on is that licorice, the star anise. It smells super similar to licorice, but then also that greenness that I think you're picking up on that not many people pick up on. So you got a good nose. Because I remember smelling that myself. I was like, man, what is that? Well, there's fir balsam in the base of it, and so that could kind of give it that green, almost minty, not pine, but there is that almost. I guess minty is like the best kind of way to describe that.
I could see that a little bit, and I think that there's also there's also fir balsam too.
Yeah, that's what I said. The fir balsam, you got that, and then what else was there? And then that blonde, you're getting that blonde cedar. That's what it is, not blonde tobacco. It's the blonde cedar.
This is nice,
Isn't it amazing? And then, dude, like, do you get the you pick up on the honey on that?
Say that one more time.
Do you pick up on the honey?
Do I get any honey?
Mm-hmm.
The sweetness. That's good. The vanilla and the honey, you could kind of
put them together.
No, I mean, there's a sweetness to it, but I don't think that would be honey. I kind of get more like a vanilla, that minty type of quality, which could probably be the star anise, and then.
The honey and the vanilla really blend well together. So
they do.
vanilla, but there is.
Yeah, I'm getting more vanilla than I would honey.
Yeah.
There is a sweetness to it, but like I don't know. For me personally, when I think of honey, I think of it to be a little bit thicker. So that's probably why I'm getting more vanilla than anything. But
Gotcha.
I get like woody, vanilla, almost like this minty aromatic vibe. This is nice. In tobacco, this is nice.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's one of those ones that to me it's a showstopper. Like the House of Zaharoff has a couple of showstoppers, and to me on a chilly spring day and just all throughout the fall, even into winter, but on a good fall day, this is a neck breaker. This will stop people in their tracks and be like, man, what is that? Like I've actually had a gentleman, he approached me. He was, hey man, like I see you're married. I'm married as well, but he's like, man, you smell delicious. And I was like, hey, I'll take it, man. I appreciate that. And I've actually had, because of Zaharoff fragrances, I've had some interesting compliments, and I've never been told by another straight married man that I smell delicious until I wore tobacco. So
you'd be surprised, man. Especially here where I live in the Midwest, this is an all year round fragrance. You can wear this all year round where I'm at. For sure.
Because you guys don't get that humidity, do you? Because you guys don't really get that humidity, do you?
Not well. For me, no, because I literally live like in Zion, like 5-6 minutes away from Lake Michigan. So we're getting that lake effect all the time. So it gets humid, and it was like 93 yesterday, but it didn't feel like it was 93 because we had a breeze. So that's one thing I can say about living here. If you live closer to the lake, there's always going to be like some type of little breeze that may come off of it. So
for sure. Gotcha.
So when you never been to Chicago?
Me? No. I was gonna try and go. I know. I was gonna try and go when they had the prom thing, but just the way life was going, just didn't work out, and it was going to be just too much for everything. So I am planning on going to Chicago. Yeah, I've been planning on going to Chicago here for a little bit now. I've been telling George I got to come up there and see him and see Chicago and hang out. So
you got to, man, and you got to get some food. We have the best food in the country. I don't care what nobody says.
I agree. Hey, Jeremy.
I'm excited.
Nobody does food like us.
I'm a huge foodie. I love everything. I'm not picky. I love all types of different foods, like Vietnamese, Thai, street tacos, pizza, Italian,
have you
everything.
Had Italian beef?
Italian beef?
Yeah.
Oh, probably not. No.
Yeah, you gotta get here, brother.
See, I got to. Well, I got to too because.
Pizza puff?
No, I haven't. Yep, man.
Have you had a Chicago? Well, you've never been to Chicago. Have you had like a Maxwell Polish or anything like that?
Mr. Beef on Orleans. He knows it, Mr.
See, someone knows the ins and outs. No, so the only thing I've had in Chicago. So I've been to O'Hara, which so I don't count that as Chicago. I went to Utah, and my connecting flight for some reason was in Chicago. But I had Reggiano's or something like that, something of that nature in the airport. And so it was like a deep dish. Reggiano's or Regino's or something like that.
Giordano's?
No, Reggio's.
Reggio's, that's what it was. Yeah, Reggio's. I had that in the airport, and it was good. I mean, it was an airport, little restaurant. So
United?
I think it was American.
Reggio's. United. Anyway.
Yeah, I know it started with the R. That's all I remember, but it was good. It was good.
So now going to the next Royal X. So what happened with Royal X is the original Royale was Royal X, but it was scandalous. Some people felt, and I took it out and I did the Royale, but then I regretted it. Because Royal X is the inspiration is a man smell after doing some things, and so So I wanted a clean man smell, and that's what Royal X is.
Yep. The face says it all, Jeremy. Exactly what you're thinking. Yes. That's what it was going after.
Well, everybody says it's a sexy piece, so I'm expecting it. So here we go.
Yeah, and then there's a
now the whole thing.
Yeah, it's all going to crash and burn. No, now there is something to this fragrance that I'll say with confidence after you get done smelling it, just to see what you think. But this one, it's got something special for me. So.
Ooh, this is dirty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you send him?
Hence the name.
Does he have triple X too? Tyler?
I did. Yep. I sent that to him as well.
Is there citruses in here, like blood orange or something?
Tangerine, I believe.
Tangerine or.
Yes.
So I get right now. I'm getting like this dark, mysterious, dirty orange type of vibe. Dirty citrus type.
Yep. So it says citrus blend and bergamot.
Is there leather in here?
And so there's no leather, but made of right?
No. Oh yes. So there actually is leather in there. So it says leather / vetiver rock rose. So, but it does say leather.
I wonder if that leather is what's let that orange and that vetiver can kind of come off grassy, kind of earthy, depending.
Yep. Yeah, and then there's a couple different.
This is very sexy. I can see that,
That's what it is. Okay, yeah, and so
it does have a tinge of greenness to it as well, but I'm pretty sure that's probably has to be that.
Well, so I was actually glad you said that because there's juniper berry in there, and so I was going to see if there's juniper berry in there. So I was going to see if you picked up on that because it kind of has that effervescent gin and tonic kind of vibe to it. But I think paired with the vetiver, it kind of does give it that just slightly kind of green attribute to it. See, this is how you know from the South is when you're drinking out of a mason jar.
Yeah, so I'm definitely getting leather. I'm getting like a bright.
That's interesting.
Orange, green.
Interesting.
Green, little dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly dirty. So it was supposed to be, it was supposed to be just slightly dirty, and. And so yes, and so this is also one of the. So this has the similarities to rosé. So you could mix, you could wear X with rosé because it has citrine because it has the same musk accord in all of them, right? And so talking about
what's going on Friday night.
Talking AFFN. How you doing? So the next one is. Which is now segueing into citrine. Now, citrine worked with Claude on two fragrances. The citrine was the summer daytime fragrance, and then Coco Loco was the summer nighttime fragrance. And so launching citrine, and I have worn for 20-some years the Hermes d'Orange, the concentrate, and I wanted something that would rival that. And so Claude created this beautiful masterpiece. He took a he took a clementine, and that is a little bit deeper orange, and it just turned out spectacular. And then he built it around the musk that's in X and Royale and Rosé. So what I wanted. So in order to, when you create, citrine was meant to be worn and applied throughout the day because when you pile on a citrus in the top to the beginning of the middle notes, you can't put more in the backside of it because then it becomes too heavy. So citrine for me, I'm wearing it. I douse in it. I go to sleep in it. I love it. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. It's a magnificent fragrance. It reminds me of being in Capri or in Capri or in the, you know, the Italian Riviera. It's just spectacular with a, you know, driving a convertible with a white linen suit. And so that is what citrine is. Some people complain that it doesn't have the lasting power. I don't have that issue, but the fragrance was built for it to be applied throughout the day liberally, and to be a happy fragrance, to make you feel good, to wake you up, to enliven you. So that's citrine.
Yep, and I can attest to that. This is my second bottle of citrine. I've already went almost halfway through it. I mean, man, just everything that George explained is how I feel about the fragrance. It's happy, it's light. It is one of my favorites from the house. Absolutely. Love this stuff. Don't want to give too much away.
And so now the citrine will be discontinued in the United States, probably for sure at the end of summer. And I'm only going to have this for the European market in the larger size. And so that's the plan.
I'm gonna have to move to Europe, George, just to get a bottle.
Let's go to citrine.
Good stuff.
There we go.
Let's do it, man.
So Tyler, when you send the samples, do you actually get the bottle into the vial?
Yeah. So I got a little funnel that I'll use, and it kind of like it's got like a little attachment to the atomizer itself, and it's like a little straw, and you just squeeze it right.
That's awesome.
Yep. So it's
Jeremy,
directly from.
Why you say it's a feel good fragrance?
Yeah.
So smelling this, obviously heavy citruses, or almost kind of like limey-ish to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Clementine, basically what he said.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of the color. Here I go with my colors again. It reminds me of the color. Is it a real color? Neon. I don't know if neon.
Oh, it does? What neon color? The yellow?
Yellow.
The yellow.
More
neon.
yellow.
Okay.
Interesting. I can see.
That's cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what
it
reminds me of. The color, like a kind of like a transcendent yellow. Like that yellow is actually turning into green.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
This is an summer for sure. But this is a work appropriate scent. This is an everyday.
It's absolutely beautiful, and it's very light. Like I said, it's that Claude hit. What made me a little sad is that the market here doesn't appreciate these kind of fragrances as much as the Europeans do, because it's in the same lines of like Acqua di Parma. It's it's that beautiful orange citrus type. I think that the market here wants more, heavy, lasting 12 hours and, wanting, and so, which is okay, which is fine. And so, but citrine is next level citrine. That's probably my most worn fragrance in the collection, apart from the new ones that are slated to come out, because there's a couple that I wear more, but yes.
To me,
I
really enjoy this. I feel like for me, now that I've been in the fragrance space for a little bit of time now, I don't want something that lasts 12 hours anymore. Like I used to when I first got into it, because you wanted it for the compliments or whatever, or the scent palette.
And Jeremy, good fragrances don't last that long. You get masterpieces, you get some beautiful fragrances that might not last that long, but they're incredibly made. And so that's awesome that you say that. We got to get more people to say that,
Another thing, like also with those high, like I said, neon, citruses, clementine vibe, I pick up a slight powderiness as well.
Yep,
I
get the same thing. Let's see. Where is citrine? I'm not seeing any white florals. There's cardamom. Yeah, there's cardamom. There's there's.
That'll be more. That'll be more of a spice.
I'm not really seeing any. So there is a little jasmine.
This is coming more from the clementine than anything.
Yeah.
It is sharp.
So there actually is jasmine.
I'm getting on my skin like a slight powdery, like soapiness to it. That's why skin chemistry is crazy, because some guys may not pick this up, but
right, and the musk too. There's a musk accord. So when we take the actual fragrance and make it into a soap, that powderiness came through. So we had to. Hi, Joseph. Good to see you. I think so. Then we had to tweak it for ancillary. So there's a citrine ancillary coming out. There's a lotion and shower gel soap bar. Because I love the whole collection. I love it. So, and that's what I do. I do the soap bar, then I do a shower gel on a sponge, I scrub myself, and then I get out and I put the lotion on.
So this is gonna be a soap?
Yes. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
So
now, do you get any? So there's fig in there, and obviously fig is, like an imaginary note. It's fig wood, but do you get any kind of that kind of pep, like that almost spicy, peppery kind of feel with that greenness that fig can kind of give?
So to me, fig comes off more green. I can say that okay. A tinge of greenness, but again, like clementine kind of. I'm not picking up fig. I'm getting more of that clementine. Like I said, like
gotcha.
Neon green, neon yellowish greenish type of vibe.
Yep. Yeah. No, there's some different notes. I think it's just my skin chemistry. I don't know. Whenever it first came out, everyone obviously talks about the clementine, the citruses and stuff, but I believe there's plum and fig in here, and off my skin, for some reason, that plum and that fig, they make their presence known with, obviously the citruses and just the freshness to it. So it's gotta be skin chemistry or something. So
yeah, definitely skin chemistry. Like there's a slight sweetness, but that sharp citrus is killer. That's what's dominating on my skin as of right now. So then I get like this slight sweetness with like a powdery nuance, like a musky powdery nuance.
Yeah.
This is nice though. Like
it's a very beautiful. It's a nice fragrance. It's a good It's a spring summer fragrance, and the hotter it gets, the more it's just the more that it performs. And I wear it to the gym. I love it, but I only wear it spring and summer. And then which goes on the southern hemisphere. They're good sellers during the spring and summer in South America, in Australia, South Africa. We have after citrine. I wasn't going to come out with Coco Loco because I don't know. But then I decided to just do it anyway, which I did. But we had planned on launching in the fall of last year a gourmand, and when we were developing leather tobacco, so in New York last year, we're in June, so last year, let's say January, February, when we launched tobacco is incredible. I go, Claude, what would tobacco smell like leather with leather in it? And so we worked on it. He sent it to me. And it was Patrick. Anyway, and I was showing it, and it smelled exactly like that. It smelled like tobacco that you're wearing right now with leather. It was fabulous, and I called it leather tobacco. But I felt like it was lazy. I felt that people would be like, guys, it's tobacco with leather in it. So, and then people are like, I already have tobacco. So I really needed to create a profile. And so what I wanted was, a fetish leather tobacco. I wanted, think whips and, a flogger and a ball gag, a harness. Like I wanted like the type of leather that that one wears when they're having, you know, intercourse, sexual relations. It's that leather, that, you know, the black leather. And then I wanted a cigar. So this is the leather tobacco is nothing compared to the tobacco that you're smelling. And so it turned out exceptional. So now we're developing it. I'm going to come out with the Gourmand in the fall. This is now January, February, March of last year. And there was a Zoom. I get 4 modifications. So so what happens is they send you submissions, and then you pick one of the submissions, and then it becomes modification. So I go, you know, Claude, I like this one, but it needs to be, I go, I can't wear it. It's a lot. And so he made 4 modifications. So they send the modifications. We're doing a Zoom, and all of a sudden, I smell one, spray the second, and the moment I smelled it, it made me emotional because it was it. This was the leather tobacco, the Zaharoff leather tobacco. It's exactly what I wanted. It's so exceptional, but this is not apologetic. This is, I could only spray it once. Like I like on my skin. You know, sometimes you go. No, this is. You could only spray it once. I could only spray it once on my skin, and so. So do you have it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I got it. Yep.
So if you close your eyes, okay, so Jeremy, when you spray it, just spray it once. Just spray it once initially, because I really want you to really experience the artistry in this fragrance and exactly what I wanted with this. And so
I ran out of body parts.
All right, so
let's see here.
All right.
Here we go.
Leather tobacco is a monster, and it's 19%.
One spray.
It's one spray. That's all you need. I promise.
Bold already.
Yep.
That's bold already.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
I get like this, obviously dirty, like a smoky, ashy type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fetish.
Little tinge of sweetness, like underlying sweetness. I could definitely see what you're saying about it being unapologetic. This is. I wouldn't be able to pull this off. I don't know how I would be able to pull this off.
It's not for everybody, but the people that wear it, they are die-hard. EQ.
Kind of gives me like when I say ashy, smoky, kind of like
It's the ashy. It's ash. Yeah, it's a cigar.
Like a cigar lounge.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And it's different. So what I did was if you want a good luxury tobacco fragrance, you got tobacco. If you want for those tough and rumble,
rugged,
that's this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, this is different.
Yeah.
It's good too because it's strong, but there you can still smell the artistry behind it. You can still smell like the notes behind it. It's not just, boom, power in your face. You can't smell anything. You can still, it's smooth. There's a smoothness to it. And that's what's so crazy about this stuff is, I'll be a little bit more daring. Like when it's really cold, I'll do 2 or 3 sprays. And, if I'm going to like go outside or be out and about and stuff like that. And man, people like, I walk by people and their heads turn. It's like, well, what was that? Because there is this level of just balance and smoothness, and I always say my reviews like a well-roundedness. It's there's no sharp edges to it, at least in my opinion. I don't really get any like sharp, astringent. Oh, what is that? It's very smooth.
It's definitely smooth. It's daring.
Mm-hmm.
To me, like, do you get like a greenness to it as well? Do you get like a slight? I kind of get like a slight cannabis vibe.
It's like what
Like
that?
a cannabis.
No, there's no cannabis in it. I think it's the wood that you're smelling that's giving it that cannabis.
It's
And
gotta be. Let's see.
But I get kind of a woody green vibe is what I'm getting.
it's a man,
Mm,
and it is a man's man, alpha male.
mm. Now
Kind of
there
reminds me
is.
like a lead biker boy, like a lead biker.
Exactly it. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
he did a great job with that. Jesus Christ, I love that fragrance. So now
It's so good.
the segue, and and after Triple X, I had to now steer away from the fetishes because I didn't want to be known as a fetish house. but Zaharoff is a celebration of a man's life, and so and a big part of who we are is our sexuality, and so I wanted to celebrate that equally, and so Triple X is something that came during the pandemic when Triple X, when Royale was launched, then Triple X, because I regretted not doing it, and then it was trying to see the whole thing through. And there was a channel during the pandemic that I would go into every night, and that was Joey Cannoli, who has a mouth on him that's very unapologetic with his mouth and sexuality and stuff like that, and that kind of inspired. So Triple X is taking X. If X is coming out of the shower and coming together with your partner or yourself in a bedroom, Triple X is being walking down the street and catching someone's eye and doing it in an alley or in a bathroom on a flight across the Atlantic. That's that kind of nasty crotch
Dirtiness. I like it.
Yeah.
And so that's what Mr. Clark, send me an email at george@zaharoff.com and I'll send you a Triple X sample. If I have you in my database, just give me your email address. So anyway, so that's Triple X. So, and it's 26% Triple X. So it's a monster. My trainer wears it, and it's hard for me to concentrate smelling. But yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Good.
It is, and I gotta say, like this one, like this is probably like one of, if not my favorite bottle design. I love like the yellow and black with like how they just contrast, but they also just flow together. The black cap, everything. I absolutely love this bottle. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And then I'll say something about
the last one.
This is the
last one, man. Last one. Yep. Yeah, because I didn't have Coco Loco at the time, so I couldn't send it to him. So we'll have to.
All right,
here we go.
Here we go. I'm gonna say you gotta, man. You're gonna be smelling super strong. Your girl's gonna come home and be like, man.
Like 4 hours, so I'll be okay by then.
Yeah, there you go. You have to wash it off or just wear it.
Wash it off. She gotta smell this. She'll be all right.
This is armpits and crotch and.
Now, man, I'll say something after you give your first impression, because this one I want to give a shout out. So,
Azato, if you want to send me an email, I'll take care of you if you miss the pre-orders. So yeah, and I think that what I wanted it even more, but then it would be unwearable. We did seven modifications to this.
Really?
Yeah, but it just got heavier, the skankiness, because that's what I wanted. I think that it would not be wearable. So
I can see that.
I don't know if I'm going nose fatigue, but I'm not picking up anything right now.
Really?
Not saying I can't pick it up, but like
right.
I can detect like I was break it down other
Yeah.
notes, I can't get it in this one. I think I'm probably going nose
No,
between.
it's fine. I'm almost certain of it. That's a lot of what you're doing. So let me tell you, if I had been you, Jeremy, like I was in Paris last week, and I was doing what you did, I got into the cab going back to my hotel. I got sick, stomach. I was nauseous. You smelled a lot of things. So
He did.
Take a whiff. I could not have done what you just did. There's no way.
No, he killed it. He absolutely did phenomenal.
I'm a student, man. I'm a student.
Man.
But I cannot break this one down, guys. I cannot.
Okay.
Next time, when your nose is fresh, check it out.
And I don't want to be saying just saying anything just to be saying. I can't. There's nothing coming out.
I have complete respect. But enjoy it. When you come out of the shower tomorrow, just spray it on your hand. Just experience it, and let's see if our friend Tyler could get you Coco Loco. Thank you. Can I tell you something? The Coco Loco. I wanted. So citrine was during the day. Coco Loco reminded me of. You're at the beach all day. You're tan. And,
oh, there we go.
I have a call coming in that doesn't. My sister's calling me. I hope everything's okay. So anyway, so Coco Loco. I wanted it to be like an evening. So you're at the beach all day, or you're doing your thing, and then before heading out to go to dinner or the club, you spray Coco Loco on an island. So this is where the whole Coco Loco theme with Carnival in Rio, it just reminds me of that. And when you smell it, that's what you get. Exactly that scenario. And I can't believe that I almost didn't launch it because there's others. And so I just love Coco Loco, the whole theme, and we did different cap bottles. Jeremy, you weren't privy to this, I'm sure, but I did 5 different cap colors, and people started getting upset because they wanted certain colors, and I had packaged everything to be mixed up. And so I have the caps for sale now, and so but that means people are passionate, so I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But Coco Loco, I think you're gonna like, especially for Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
So too, especially considering now the time that we're in.
Yeah.
Obviously, here, like I said, being right off the lake, that's a vibe.
I would actually be hard pressed to find anyone that didn't like it. Honestly, it's such a phenomenal fragrance, but such a just easygoing, fun, lively fragrance that I just really don't think anyone wouldn't like it. And they don't have to love it. It doesn't have to be their favorite fragrance, but to say that it smells bad, I don't see that happening. I don't.
It doesn't have it's long lasting, and I think people are going to love it. I'm excited to have people enjoy it. We're going to probably sell out the end of the month, and then that'll be it. So I wasn't planning on making more. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. But for this year, at least this will be it. So thank you, Mr. Clark. Yeah. So I'm going to bow out. So you guys can talk.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, George, for being on here and just giving your time.
It was nice meeting you up there.
Always, man. I appreciate you. It was really nice to rock out with you and hear about how you put these wonderful things together, man. I appreciate you, and more blessings to you when it comes to this fragrance game. Thank you,
and I wish you many blessings as well. And I'll talk with Tyler. Maybe I'll just send you the. I'm watching Duck 2. What he wrote. Thank you, guys, Mr. Clark, Jonathan. I don't know if. Hold on. I can't believe I just forgot. My mind went blank. Hold on, guys. I can't believe Anyway, okay. So thank you for having me, Tyler. Jeremy, we'll be in touch.
Absolutely.
And many blessings. Okay, Clinton, you got me as I'm leaving, but at least we got each other, and we caught each other. And much love to you guys. Okay.
Likewise.
Absolutely. Brother. Yeah. I'll talk to you shortly, George. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Awesome. Well, man, that was it. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. George Zaharoff. Man, so what I was going to say is the Triple X, as of right now, it's actually one of my favorite openings from the house. So I was really hoping that you'd be able to pick it up. But, dude, I mean, you smelled like 10, 15 fragrances. So, I mean, it's, it's just,
I think it was like
it's a lot.
9. I think it was like 9.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kept trying to smell my shirt to kind of like get my fin palette kind of like ready for this last one. But I think the one before that, the dirty one, I love it, but I think it kind of just wiped it out. Again. Your nose is ready for me type thing. So but man, this was dope. And again, brother,
it was, man.
I send these out. I was able to try a house I've been wanting to try for a few years now. So
absolutely, man, absolutely. It was
an awesome job over there for sure.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure to do that, man. And we'll talk here afterwards too. But man, I mean, I know your nose is super fatigued, everything, and been through a lot. But what if you could pick one from what you smelled? What would be your favorite?
So I actually already have them lined out.
Okay, yeah. Let's go in.
My favorites.
Let's do reverse order. How about that? We go from least favorite to your favorite. We'll end on the high note.
Okay. From all of them, least favorite would probably be. Damn, that's kind of hard. Least favorite is going to be. I don't know, man. Okay, so least favorite is going to be Triple X.
Triple X, okay.
The reason why is because I can't smell it, so I smelled everything else. So I have to put this at the back for right now. That can obviously change
for right now.
once I actually get my nose.
Right, for sure.
Let's see. Next one. Hey man, I really enjoy all of them, though, to be honest.
Right, it's what makes it hard. Yeah, it's like, man, they all smell good. So
yeah, I can't say anything. Like I like them all. Not to the point where like, I like them all, but I'll do my top 5.
There you go. That? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
I'll do my top 5. So my top 5 will be, in no particular order, Tobacco.
You don't have a favorite?
Rosé.
Okay.
Noir.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Okay.
And my last one out of Signature, Royale, XXX, Leather Tobacco, and Citrine. I'm gonna go with Citrine being my favorite.
Okay. Good solid choices, man. Good solid choices. Now, if you could, like, do you think you can narrow it down to one? Like, out of all the whole kit and caboodle, you got a favorite from what you smelled?
Out of these 5, if I could just choose one. Sheesh.
The whole shawap shebang, as you say. It's hard.
Oh,
what's going on, Tyrone? How you doing, buddy?
Oh man, I'm gonna go Tobacco.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Hey, that's awesome though, because like
between Tobacco and Noir.
Okay. Well, that's just cool because you said you're not like a normal, like a tobacco kind of guy. So for that to be your favorite,
that's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
No, it is.
Rosé is really, really nice too. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. These, if I had to own 5, these would be the 5 for sure.
Okay.
These would be the 5 for sure.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, dude. No, solid choice. Tobacco, man. It really is on another level. It hits all the bells and whistles, man. It is definitely a tobacco fragrance that's above the rest. So That's awesome. Cool. Glad to hear you're doing good, Tyrone. I think you kind of caught us at the end of it, but anyways, man. Well, dude, I don't know. You got anything else, or you want to wrap it up?
No, brother. I have nothing else, man. Once again, I apologize to you guys for earlier today. As far as like getting ourselves together, we did try to do it earlier. Again, brother Tyler, I appreciate you for sending these samples out, man, and obviously blessing me with the opportunity to smell something from Zaharoff. Again, shout out to Mr. Zaharoff himself for stopping in, giving his depictions of these. I'm glad that my nose was good enough to pick up, the things that he had, and I'm looking forward to getting some bottles. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing is I was able to try it. Now I can go into what I can actually buy.
Right, absolutely. And Joseph, no, I didn't send the Z creators because this would be like a 3-hour long podcast or a live stream. That you'd have like 6 more fragrances and everything. So I didn't do that. Maybe we can do like a part 2 with like the Z creators and stuff. And I also didn't do the Z creators just because they are discontinued, and so you can't get Siren or Business Over Pleasure or Brass and Soul from the site anymore. You'd have to like find it on like eBay or whatnot. So but maybe we can do that.
Maybe the next time we collab, we'll do Coco Moon.
Ooh, there we go. Yep, I'll do that. And then as far as the other Z creators, the 2.0s, I think they're still on. I don't know if Of the Immortals is sold out, but I think Brass and Soul, or Second Soul, and I think Evening Mystique is still on there. I think so. Yeah. So yep, that's what we were saying there. Joseph, we'll have to do the 2.0. So we'll let's see. Keep the live stream. What? Keep the live stream. I'll be watching. Catch the beginning. Okay. Well, we'll probably end it here shortly. But anyways, yeah, man, thank you so much for lending me your nose and your time today. Man, you did great, honestly. So picking up some of those notes and being able to describe what you're smelling, it's a talent, really. People think that you can kind of just get on here and say anything, and for the most part, yeah, your experience is your experience, but to be able to pick out, it's like, oh man, that's juniper, or that's tobacco, or that's this, it's a talent, man. So
yeah, man, I'm a student of this game. That was something earlier in my fragrance journey, or thank you, Joseph, I appreciate that. Something that I was scared of at first when it came to noticing those, but when you put the time into things and you try to perfect your craft and you remain a student, it gets a lot easier after time. So different nuances, make up different types of notes and stuff like that. So there'll be some times that you're wrong, but I'll trust your nose. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm just remaining a student of it, and thankfully I was able to pick up a lot of stuff because yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, man, and enjoy the samples. You'll have to kind of wear them throughout the week and tell me what you think. You have to try XXX so that way we can know what your thoughts are on that, and then go from there.
I'll tell you what, brother. When I take a shower tonight, I'll text you and let you know what I think of XXX. Okay,
cool. Yeah, like I said, it's not to persuade you in any way, but it has one of my favorite openings. I love the citrus in the opening, and that's all I'll say because I don't want to give too much away. So, anyways, but anyways, man. Well, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate what you do for the community and your channel, and just the friendship we got and the brotherhood in Christ that we got.
Absolutely.
So it's amazing. So, anyways, man. Well, I'll let you get back to your Sunday, and man. I know you're pumping with smells, so I know you're smelling good. So.
Absolutely. Anyways. I'm just about to go outside and just start doing whirlwinds.
Right. just start walking by people and be like, man, what is that? It's just
smelling. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's awesome, man. Cool, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, man. And I don't know. All right, real quick, are you an NBA fan?
Of course, I'm an NBA fan, bro.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Who you going for? The Heat or Nuggets? Nuggets. You got to. No, absolutely. Their first championship, one game away from winning it. Come on, we got to go. We got to do it. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Cool, man. Awesome, man. Well, it sounds good, bud. Well, I'll let you get going. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone watching. Again, thank you. Huge shout out to George, and we will catch you guys next time.